Hey, everyone, and welcome to episode number 59 of the Chris Rose Rotation, a production of JOMBOY Media. It's time to check in and see how Tyler Glasnow is feeling of the Tampa Bay Rays. Where's your little cool contraption on your arm?
It's gone, dude. I don't have to wear it anymore. It was the 5-week protocol, so it's been like 5 weeks and 2 days or so I don't have to wear it anymore. All I have is this cool little scar. It's actually really small, too. Meister did it. Keith Meister, and he's real sly with it. It's like 2 inches. So he did a good job. Shout out Keith Meister.
Yeah, how's it feel, by the way? If I were to touch it, would it bother you or nothing?
I forget I had surgery all the time. It's been recovering like crazy fast. And I've been working with Paul Harker's our rehab guy with the Rays, and that dude is just a workhorse. He's an MVP of rehab. So I think like me feeling good has a lot to do with him. And just being able to go in every day and like getting that treatment every day, as opposed to somebody who were to get Tommy John and like have to just do regular PT. It's like 3 times a week, but I'll go in like 6 times a week. So I think it's just like a quicker recovery.
Hey, let's not overdo it here.
Well, I'm not like throwing or anything, but just like the first initial part of like pain and like range of motion and stuff all came back really early. So that's a good sign for me anyway. It's the small victories I need to hunt.
This is what we're focusing on. I thought that when you have Tommy John, don't they push on it, and aren't you supposed to scream like that? This isn't I think it's more about like when you first come in, they do the range of motion. So when I first had it and you're in that sling, like you can't go 2 inches without it hurting. But for some reason, after like a couple of days, Hark was really bending it. And I did my first 2 weeks at a rehab place in Arizona because I was hanging out with my family. And But so it was more aggressive when I got to Tampa with Hark, and he was like ripping on it, but it was fine. Like I didn't enjoy the pain, but it was like, cool, we're getting something done. Like, I don't know if pain is the best sign of getting something done, but I thought it was great. So all that's gone, and I feel really good right now. I've been able to like work out and such. So I feel like a normal human again. That's very, very nice. I know how much you enjoy getting your sweat on.
Hell yeah, man.
Was there a particular teammate who ran into your arms and jumped in there and just said, "Glass, it's so good to have you back"?
Everyone was super cool. I mean, of course, Brett, I saw honestly everyone everyone was like hugging me or anything.
Dude, his Hertz level when you walk back in the clubhouse was out of control. I'm sure it was probably like 12,000.
Yeah, maybe if that. Yeah, probably a plus 200. I saw it in his face when I came in. It was nice to see him again. Give him a hug. I was gone for a while too. It was just cool being back in like that atmosphere and the structured schedule of it all. Just especially being like out of surgery, sitting at home, being super bored. Shout out to Donna and Greg, but my God, I was there was no routine. It was very like monotonous, and now it's more normal. I feel like a functioning person in society, kind of.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. So let's focus on that for a second. Your parents seem very cool a couple of times that I've met them. Hip, kind of a younger feel to them.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll like that.
Like when my 20-year-old comes home, he's like, "I love you guys." And we're 50.
Sure.
And he's like enough.
Yeah.
Did you have any of those child? You did.
Oh yeah. All the time. Well, they're the same with me, I'm sure. Like after a couple, they're probably like, "You can leave our house now. You can like get out of here." But it's definitely like, I think it's a pretty standard relationship when you're with your parents and then like you're there for an extended period of time, and they're both retired now. So it was all 3 of us just retired together in a building. And when you sit there and like can't do anything and don't really have like any, like not goal, but just because the first 2 weeks you're just supposed to do nothing. And I was like, I just sit here and do nothing the whole time. So that got a little frustrating, but they're cool. Like we'd go to dinner, and it was always nice, like having them there. And then like I could leave whenever I wanted. And obviously, and I have friends in Arizona, so that made it a lot easier, but it was cool seeing them for that long. And then they had a trip planned on the 18th of August. So they were like, "All right, you're going to be here for 2 weeks. And we already have our flights and everything to come see you in Florida," before I got hurt. So like, and so they stayed with me another week. So it was a full blown, it's like a month-long party. It was fun though. It was a good time.
Okay. All right. I noticed on your Instagram story, we're taping this on the day after the NFL season kicked in Tampa Bay.
Yes.
So you did, like, we're doing your homework right now. You went to the game.
I did. Yeah. I should have posted more. So I hit up the social media person, and they like hooked me and Cody up with tickets, and they gave us, I didn't even post it too. I'm so bad at Instagram. Here, I'll get it right now. Hold on.
Oh, this is great. Yeah. Well, Glasnow has left the scene for those that are audio only right now.
He's back.
We appreciate you. He's back.
So they gave me this. That we walked in and they gave Cody one, and they gave me like
what
backwards, but yeah, like a cool custom jersey and stuff. And it was weird walking through there with my name on it, so I didn't like wear it while I was walking around because it was
should have
weird. But I wore it when I sat in my seat and everything, and like it's super cool. I'll wear it like all the time when they play and stuff. So that was really cool. They gave me a disposable camera. I was supposed to take a bunch of photos and I didn't. I took enough. I took like 15. I had Cody take some too. It was a fun little assignment though. So
wait a second. What do you have to do with the disposable camera? Just leave it on the table? Like that's what we do that at bar mitzvahs. What do you have to do?
Yeah, like it was basically like that. It was like a bar mitzvah. I was supposed to return it to her at the end, but I did not. So I'll give it to someone with the raise and they'll mail it, or I'll just go drop it off somewhere and then they'll like put together some sort of collage, I assume. Mm-hmm. I'm not quite sure what they're going to do with all the content, but I'm sure it'll be cool.
Okay, so I've heard from several Tampa Bay Rays that you're a big deal down there. Oh. What is it like when Tyler Glasnow walks into Buccaneers Palace?
It's cool. I mean, everyone's really nice. Like I get recognized a lot. I don't know if it's because of baseball or just because I'm tall. I'm sure it's a mixture of both. I do stand out. I have like the long hair, so I think it's just like a double take type deal. But everyone's super nice and like I don't mind taking pictures and saying hi to people like at all. So in a place like that, a setting where there's a bunch of people, like it was the whole game long and like people coming up and taking pictures and stuff, but people get so like geeked up about it. I'm like, how could I not? Like, it's cool. I don't know. When I was a little kid and I saw someone who played baseball or whatever, went to a game, anyone, I was like, I thought they were super cool, way cooler than they really are probably. Like, that's how I think. So I'm like, I don't know why y'all want to take, I guess I do know why they want to take pictures, but I'm
yes,
like,
you do.
That cool.
Stop.
I get it. But you know what I mean? Like when you're the person who wants the picture when you're younger, and then now I'm in the shoes of the person, the perspectives are different. So it's weird. It's cool though.
That's why people love you though. This is why people love you. You're just like one of us. You understand it. You appreciate it. You respect it. But how many of the girls came up? Come on, bro.
It's not. I don't. It's more like little kids and stuff, and like a lot of.
You are turning as red as my shirt right now.
I feel like
you're lying.
Red. No, I mean sometimes, but it's mostly like geeked up adult men, and I'm like, whoa, they're all jazzed up, and that's cool. But it's weird too because like obviously like I love the children. It's great, but when I go to games and stuff, and like everyone always throws balls and stuff to kids, and my perspective is like I think we've talked about this before. Like the older whatever with the kids, they spent all that money to bring their kids into the game and do all this stuff. Like it's almost more meaningful to them. Like they have like a longer track record of loving baseball. Like it's like the nostalgia mixed with just like being a fan. And I feel like the older generation is very much more consumed in baseball. Like, and it's maybe I'm still, there's a bunch of kids who love baseball, but you know what I mean? Like it was just like the mecca back then. So it's cool. Like when a guy comes up with his kids, they're always like, oh wow, like more like sometimes the kids are like, who's this long-haired guy? And then the dad is always freaking out, but I enjoy it a lot. I think it's cool. They turn into like little kids. It's great. It's super. It's a weird position and perspective to have to see that. So I don't ever want to like take it for granted. So I'm always like,
shouldn't. It's great.
And such people.
You texted me last night that people know the show.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Two people kept coming up with the game, and like half of them were like, "We love Tampa ball," and then half of them were like, "We love the Rose rotation." And I'm like, "Oh, very interesting." A lot of people said it, so I was like, "Look at that, Chris, killing it on the
no,
doing it."
It's the co-host. They're here for the co-host. I'm just the guy that reads.
It's a mix of both.
I'm the guy that reads the ads, and spins this dorky wheel. So you just got to know your role in this. Different sport, but do you watch an NFL game with a different perspective when a guy like Tom Brady is doing his thing?
Yeah. I just think anytime you can like appreciate greatness, if that sounds a little dramatic, but like just he's amazing. And even people who are like, I don't like Tom Brady. First of all, I'm like, I don't get it. Like, do you know him? I don't understand that. But like I like respect how dedicated he is to his craft. I think everyone is. Like it's trickled into like his diet. Everything he does is to be better at his job. You know what I mean? So I think anyone can like pull some inspiration out of that. And him just being 44 and just like killing it. And I just almost like you've seen from when he was younger and like he's never been like a physical specimen, but like I guess as he gets older, like it's more of like a mental game, I'm sure. And like you just learn like the small little, it's just, I don't know, they understand the game so much more like your casual fan. So it was nice sitting up there and watching him do his thing. Even like watching Dak too. Like there was 2 unbelievable games yesterday.
Now that could be it. Well. That's an inspiration for you. I mean, Tommy John, 50% of the guys on every pitching staff have had this thing. But the fact that Dak had not played since week 5 of the previous year, having this wasn't a knee injury, an ACL, which we kind of group in there with a Tommy John these days in terms of your ability to bounce back. But we're talking about the guy snapped his leg and then he couldn't throw for weeks because of a freaking pitcher's injury. In training camp, he had it under his armpit. They had to consult the Rangers physicians in order to how to properly treat it in Cowboys camp. I mean, that's got to be something where you're like, that dude did it. I'll be back better than ever.
Yeah, for sure. I honestly too, this isn't like, not cocky, but like not one moment have I thought that I won't like come back. And I'm sure like it's a 14-month process, but like, I know the rehab process of Tommy John, like you really hit all the small things you might not get a chance to in the regular season. Like you so much strength and like stability work. And I just know like once you do get your feet under you, I just think I'll like take off running. And I think too, as far as like, I know how to keep like my velocity where it needs to be. It's not just like your arm. It's like all the stuff you do have. So I think just strengthening all that, like I have a lot of confidence to know that I'll come back and like, and do well. Obviously, like if I don't, whatever, but like I'll still try. But I definitely have a lot of confidence to know, like if you know what you're doing and you know how to like strengthen and like work your body right, you can come back and be good. But like you said, yes, I do find some inspiration behind that.
Yeah, since day one, you have been on that train. You're all about that. I love it. Did you stay for the whole game?
No.
Oh, goodness sake.
I knew you were going to ask that. I'm such an LA fan. I was like, I don't want to beat the traffic. Dude, it was like 8:20 start. I looked at the clock. I was like, I got shit to do tomorrow, Chris. I gotta go. It was great. And it sucks too, because on the way in my Uber or whatever, I'm like keeping updates. I'm like, damn, I missed a really good one. But
okay, listen, it was just a last second kick and a great drive by Tom Brady. It's really not that big a deal. We've seen it a lot before. Go back and watch Super Bowl 36 if you need it again. You can go watch Super Bowl 51 if you need a little bit of inspiration. It's fine. It's happened before.
Yeah. Whatever. No, I know. I kind of felt bad, but also I had rehab in the morning. So I was like, priorities here. It was fun while I was there. I got to say hi to a bunch of people. And we had to leave with like a couple minutes left just to dodge that traffic.
Did Phillips get to go? Because he is actually a big time Bucs fan.
No, he wasn't there. Phillips is on the road with the team, I think. Yes.
Well, I thought he's injured.
I think he's still on the road because he was on the 10-day. I'm pretty sure he still traveled. I don't actually know. I should know, but I don't know. I think he's on the road. Yeah.
How's that going? You were pushing to get on the road.
I don't know how that's going. I think now, like, because there's so many different rehab guys. Like,
I can answer it since you're here today. Not very well.
Yeah, I didn't work super well. I think this early part, because rehab is like obviously my focus right now. Like, they want to keep guys separated. Like, and I'm working with Harker, and I want to work with him, and he's here, so I'll just stay here and work with Hark. But in the playoffs, I want to travel so bad because, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, especially and like. Devil's advocate is because it's early on, I want to work with Hark, but also because it's early on, like I can do my rehab on the road as well. So hopefully, I know MLB needs to clear it because COVID and all that. So I don't know if rehabs will even be allowed to travel, but if they are, I really want to go. I texted Cash if I can. He's like, we got to wait and see what MLB does. And I was like, well, if they say yes, can I travel? He's like, we're going to wait and see. And I was like, oh, all right, whatever.
He won't even give you an answer?
I don't think he can right now. Like, he has to he's kind of at the mercy of what like MLB decides. But either way,
that's fine. But if they say yes, then can't he be like, of course, we'd love to have you. You bring great energy, great hair, you smell good.
I don't know. I like to think I bring that capital E into the dugout. A lot of good energy. But I think it's a lot of it too is like the COVID concerns and like with all the stuff going on. I totally understand. So I'm gonna beg and stuff, but we'll see. If not, because the playoffs is like, come on, that's hard. You don't want to miss that. I can't leave early in the playoffs. Yeah. I can't just only be there for home games, but we'll see.
You have been there for the home games, correct?
Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
Okay. And like, it's been awesome.
It's been great. It definitely keeps me like, it's nice to have that routine. Because when the team leaves, I do rehab from like 12 to 5 ish normally. Today was like a lot shorter. Weirdly enough, I had an off day from like working out and stuff, but it's 12 to 5. And So I basically just come home and then do nothing, and then I'll go 12 to 5 and then stay there, and then the game will start, and then I'll get home at like 11:30. I'd rather just have my day consumed. Like I don't right now, like I go through phases. I'm really good at doing nothing, but right now I don't like just sitting here doing nothing. So like I'll try to, I'm like reading new stuff and trying to figure all that out. But for the most part, I'd rather spend all my time at the field.
So you're watching every game at night when they're on the road, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm flipping back and forth for sure. When it's on the road, it's harder to.
Oh, hold on.
Huh.
What are we flipping back and forth between? The Bachelor, The Bachelorette?
No,
I don't even know which season we're on.
I'll go. Sometimes I'll do like half podcast, half game. For the most part, a lot of times too, I'll have the game on, but it's not like I'm putting it on with like maybe I'll mute it and do something else while I'm watching. You know what I mean? Kind of like a little thing like that, just to support the people. Watch usually like, yeah, most of it, but. If I get, I don't know, it's nice to have something else, but it's always on. So that's always good.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Every night? Or have you gone out to dinner when they've been on the road one night?
I have done that before. I have definitely gone out to dinner on the road, but like for the most, if I'm available and I can, but honestly, when I do go to a place to eat, I'll tell them to turn the game on. And it's weird because some places like won't have it on. I'm like, come on, it's Tampa Bay Rays. Like, let's put this on. But a lot of places will go, like, we'll have TVs like in the corner, and
what else could they have on possibly right now? I mean, I know on the weekends what we're talking about, Monday and Thursday now are going to be occupied with football. I get that, but
sure, yeah.
Come on, up until this point, what else has been?
I walked into a restaurant and I remember, I forgot where it was, but it was like it was the Yankees, and then like the Blue Jays game was on, and I was like, come on, guys! Like, and maybe it's because of blackouts. Who knows? It's probably because of blackouts. You can't play the local. You know what I mean? I don't know the deal, but. Who knows? Most places like the TV is gnarly. Like people in Tampa really care about baseball in that regard. Like it's usually on like the communal aspect of like the games. There's a lot of viewers and stuff. So I just think it was probably maybe the person working the bar that night just didn't know. Who knows? I'm going to benefit of the doubt.
God, you are way too nice. I would have walked in there and be like, hey, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
we have got
cause any attention.
Here's what I would have done. Next time this happens, you walk in. If the Rays are not on TV and it's not a Saturday or Sunday or a Monday or Thursday, if it's a Tuesday or Wednesday and you're out to dinner and the team's on the road, here's what we do. This is your homework assignment.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Rays are not on. I'm sorry. Does anybody know who the fuck is the best team in the American League? Can anybody tell me right now? Anyone?
Oh, that's great. I might. Who knows? I will do that. No, I won't. I don't know. We'll see. That's great, though. Honestly, you should just come down and do it for me, and then I'll sneak away in a corner.
God almighty, I would be the best hype man ever. I would totally do it for you. We could send a guy from WWE. You know, they had their headquarters not too far from you.
Our pump-up videos with one of the guys. In passing, you're like, hey, would you like to do one of our pump-up videos? And the guy did a great job. I don't know his name, and I should, but yeah, that'd be good. That's an idea. I can spend my free time that way, too.
Okay. Hey guys, Topps has released the highly anticipated 2021 Topps MLB Inception NFT collection. It's actually inspired by the popular Topps Inception baseball physical product. These striking, officially licensed Topps MLB NFTs. They're available now exclusively at ToppsNFTs.com. Now, it celebrates baseball's promising young stars from breakout rookies to veteran mainstays, and also introduces the New Beginnings, which is a set that celebrates both new and familiar faces in new places. Now, collectors can purchase 5-card standard packs and 25-card premium packs via credit card with NFT card rarities ranging from common to legendary. Get yours now as packs are going to fly. These collections feature iconic Topps card designs, motion animations, facsimile signatures, digital relic content, and more. 2021 Topps MLB Inception NFT collection. It's available now on ToppsNFTs.com. But fear not, because once these limited packs sell out, you can still get 2021 Topps MLB Inception NFTs on ToppsNFTs.com marketplace. You buy individual NFTs or unopened standard or premium packs, all from the same convenient location. That's ToppsNFTs.com. August 21st was a big day down there at the Trop. Do you know why?
No, should I?
Yes.
Maybe say it, and then I'll tell you if I knew or not.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Let me get a good one here. This is an old Brian Wilson one. What is
it was bobblehead day? Was it
your
Oh yeah, it was
Bobblehead
mine.
Day.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Come on.
There it is. My parents were there too randomly. They didn't even know, and they got a free bobblehead.
That's not that big a deal to you?
No, it's great. I actually had 2 this year because in 2020 I had one and they couldn't give it away.
Oh.
So I think, yeah, it's sick. It's super weird. It's not weird. It's just like I said, when you're a little kid and you watch people that like have their own bobblehead, you're like, that's larger than life. That's amazing. And then now I'm in that position. I'm like, it's weird. I still feel like a little kid sometimes.
Oh, it's an audio bobblehead. Do you have any idea what it says?
That was the first one. That it's like it's an announcer. It was like strikes him out at 99. It's our radio guy. He's got a great voice. He's really good at his job. And then the second one wasn't audio. But yeah, they were both really cool. I got to like get a lot of them. They give you a case of them. I could give it to my family and such. And it's been cool. I have some family down here, and they'll have people. You want one? I'll ship.
Come on, dude. I've got a whole.
Oh, that is true. I should have known this. Hey, you and Mo are big bobblehead people.
I love bobbleheads. In fact,
That's cool.
for some reason, it has stunted my bobblehead growth. Do you know the last Tampa Bay Ray I got as a bobblehead?
Huh. Longoria, Archer,
Logan Forsythe.
Oh, nice.
Look at how white his teeth are. Look at those things.
He's definitely bleaching those for sure.
Oh yeah, there's no question. I had an Archer. Oh, here it is. I had an Archer Star Wars one.
Oh, that one's cool. I haven't seen that one.
Yep. And since we're playing a game of, I'll show you yours if you show me mine.
Ooh.
There's a Chris Rose NFL Network one. I have never looked so svelte.
That's a good one.
Ass not drawn to scale.
I'll get you a bobblehead for sure. I'll get you both of them if I can. If they have them left over, I'll just steal it out of someone's locker because they give it to everyone and then people forget. So I'll be a thief.
And the last one,
Rose. Is
R.I.P.
that Oh yeah, that's cool. Who makes these? How did you get those two?
Well, I don't know. I would have to talk to the marketing people at NFL Network, and
NFL. Okay.
Yeah, MLB Network. I could call my friend Mary Beck.
I don't need to know that bad. It's okay. You can save the call. It's all right.
You're not interested. Now
you said I was more about you were like NFL Network and MLB Network, and that answered my question. I was like, okay. There you go.
So you say you're interested in the game of baseball. You want to get involved, but you don't know how. That's where our friends at Sports Management Worldwide can lend a helping hand. It's very simple. They offer these great 8-week online courses. And in terms of baseball, they've got Dan Duquette, a former GM with the Orioles, the Red Sox, and remember the Montreal Expos as well. He teaches a course in baseball player development. So he tells you exactly what to look for and how to build your brand. So maybe one day you can be a GM. There's a baseball agent course with MLB agent Oscar Suarez. Talks a little bit about scouting, how to search out that player that you want to represent, and also how to work with MLB front offices as well. You got a baseball GM and scouting course with former Dodger GM Dan Evans and 40-year MLB scout Hank Jones. They're going to teach you how to evaluate players and all that sort of stuff. And of course, the baseball analytics course with Ari Kaplan. That thing was so good that Kansas City manager Mike Matheny actually took it. So once again, they know who to contact, when they're hiring, and how to get things going so that you can work your way into the baseball world. But it's more than just baseball. These courses can help you evaluate in the NFL, in the NBA, in soccer. So if you have an interest outside of baseball, that's great for you as well. So you learn by hopping on to smww.com. Use the discount code ROSE for $50 off the course of your choice. It's very simple. It's all about great courses, understanding, and getting that knowledge that'll take you to the next level. So, it's been a while since we talked because I don't know if I let you in on my schedule or if you follow me much on Instagram. You do. I've seen you check out my stories.
Yep. Yeah.
I was in Vegas for over 2 weeks shooting BattleBots.
Oh, yeah. I used to love that show when I was a little kid. I used to play a computer game that was BattleBots, and I was addicted to it. Probably why I got carpal tunnel. That and RuneScape. But I loved that show, and I loved playing that game. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I couldn't give you the stats. I don't even know how that works, but I do remember really nerding out on that because it is very entertaining. It's just smart people building things to beat up other smart people's stuff. That's great.
You know what? This is very fascinating because now the last 2 podcasts I've done have featured very tall, right-handed pitchers that can really throw that are both from Southern California and are enamored with battle bots. You and Giolito. Giolito peppered me with questions for about 20 minutes about it.
Really? He probably knows a lot more than I do. I'm just more
he
like
was
a casual fan.
he totally nerded out, but you guys might have
cool.
played the same game because he was talking about playing some game as a kid. I'm just going to tell you, get back in, go check out Discovery Plus last season. A more svelte Chris Rose was on hand to host.
Actually would be fun. I need more material. Obviously, the game is on, and then I'll flip back and forth from BattleBots in the game. That'll be my homework assignment. Put it on paper.
Okay, good. You know what I want you to do? You report on your favorite BattleBot. I know we're getting very early to Mrs. Rose's homework assignment, but you've got all this time. I want you to do a full report on your favorite BattleBot, meaning robot, 250-pound robot, what you enjoyed most about it. I don't need full details about tip speed on the weapon and, all that sort of stuff, but you can just kind of talk to me a little bit about it.
Yeah, I'm down. Who's like the Shohei Ohtani of BattleBots? Is there one that's just like, this guy has the best bot?
Well, the defending champs are from New Zealand.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're named
it's like an international thing.
Yeah.
Endgame?
From around the world. We had our first bot from Seoul, South Korea this year, which was really cool. A couple of Brazilian bots.
Nice.
Yeah. Black Dragon and Minotaur. We had a couple of Canadian bots.
Nice.
Pardon my French and Lucky.
Oh, okay. I was like, are you about to cuss? Oh, I see. It's the name of the. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So the one that's the best? What's the weapon? What do they do? This is more. I probably could do this for homework, but just
no. There's Endgame. So, they have what's called a vertical disc spinner. You see that black thing in the middle?
Yeah.
That thing spins at 250 miles an hour, and I'm going to guess it probably weighs 35 pounds.
And it I actually think I've seen videos, and it just shoots the other things crazy. And that looks like a more updated version from the one I saw. Because the one I remember watching a video one that was just flat and destroyed everyone. And then there's huge doesn't work.
These people are wicked smart. They're so good. And are you a UFC fan at all?
Casually, I like more of the mentality of that's such a hard mental sport mixed with the physical component, and they're very I like all the philosophy behind it. Well, I don't know, I'm not a nerd on all the guys though.
Got it. My analyst is a guy named Kenny Florian. He was a 4-time. He competed, I think, in 4 championship fights. He went 0-4. He had to fluctuate in weight, but he was here. So this is the sort of stuff that Endgame does. We're showing it against Duck, Al Rucker, the engineer of Duck, by the way. And that blade's spinning at 250 miles an hour, and it nails it over and over.
This is an updated version, right? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen that, or maybe it was a different bot, but I'm pretty sure it was Endgame. Now that you say it, they've been in it for a while, right?
They've been in it since 2018, I believe.
I'm pretty sure
this was their 4th season. It's just a ton of fun.
How much money do you think they put into one of those? Probably a lot. And repairs and such. I don't know. Technology's so advanced now. The small.
Okay. Now you're asking the good questions. Giolito he asked the same stuff. How much do you think the high end, we're talking about the creme de la creme of these robots? What do you think it costs?
Just out of, I'm going to say creme de la creme, maybe this is probably going to be wrong, but $1 million? Maybe? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It seems like pretty advanced technology. I don't know.
$1 million. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe made out of unicorn skin. I don't know.
Giolito guessed 20 grand. It's $80,000, but that's the most.
That has to have gone down over the years, because I remember a while ago when this first was a thing, I thought they spent a crazy amount of money. I remember
you were also 7 at the time.
Yeah, maybe. And I just think maybe technology wasn't and I'm sure too the computer chips were probably way bigger and needed maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's why I got my $1 million valuation. It probably wasn't right back then either, but
dude, I can't wait to see your future negotiations based on what you just
for real.
It's gonna be great. I would like to be the first $1 billion a year player, please.
Yeah, who knows? That's hilarious.
Hey guys, producer Rob here. Just wanted to let you know that week 1 of the NFL season may be over, but the season's just getting started at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. To kick off week 2, DraftKings is giving new customers $200 in free bets instantly when they bet $1 on any football game. That's just $1 on any football game. Head to DraftKings Sportsbook app now and place a $1 bet on any Week 2 game to receive $200 in free bets instantly. If Sportsbooks is not available in your state, DraftKings still has huge cash prizes up for grabs all season long with their daily fantasy contests. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code ROSE to receive $200 in free bets when you place a $1 bet on any football game. That's promo code ROSE this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. You must be 21 years or older, New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit and $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in Indiana, 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Let's talk about a guy who has accomplished quite a bit in your game.
Okay.
Nelson Cruz.
Yes.
Have you gotten to know him a little bit?
I've been picking his brain every chance I get. I'm a big fan of Nelson. I like him a lot. I asked him a bunch of stuff. Dude, I think what's most impressive about him is how well he takes care of himself. He's very like Tom Brady-esque of baseball. I'm sure there's a lot of guys. When you can play, how old is he, 40 something? When you can play that long,
41.
You got to figure out how to take care of your body. But he moves, like his efficiency, like his hips, the way everything moves, watching him run for a 41-year-old, it blows my mind. And watching the stuff he does in the weight room, like he does something every day. He's very much like addicted to working out, I think. And that's my brand of human. He's impressive. He's a freak. He's probably one of the most impressive guys like I've seen on a baseball field who I've played with or like against. Just watching the way he works and like just he's so smart, talking to him in the dugout and like his philosophy behind hitting. And I just pick his brain about a whole different amount of stuff. I'm sure it's annoying
too, man.
Yeah, he's awesome. Really, really solid human being. That's like so on par with Neander. Like I think he's always wanted to get Nelson just because he's such a good human along with being a phenomenal baseball player.
If is this the play where he runs to second? Yes. Dives head first. Watch it. That is a 41-year-old, bro, busting it.
Dude, and he moves like he's 20-something. It's incredible. Watching him, I think, where was it at home? He had a triple or something. He went first to third, first to home, and this dude was cooking the entire way. And like no slowing, like just the way his hips move, because most people can't get full range like at top. A lot of guys will like push, like they'll kick their hamstring out. They don't run properly. But like his mobility and the stuff he does in the weight room allows him to, like, as you get older, I feel like your strength doesn't necessarily go down, but like your range of motion and mobility does. But like the things he does, like the little like type of stretching and all the stuff he did, like it's just his full range at that age is crazy. Like it's very, very impressive.
Well, you're really into this stuff. I know this. You're into the whole idea of, okay, how do we improve things?
Yeah.
I am probably one of the 3 or 4 worst runners on the planet.
You think so?
Oh, I know so.
I don't think so. On the planet?
On the planet. Absolutely.
Okay,
when I'm running, my head does not move. It's like this.
That's not bad. What do you mean? That's good. Your head's not, it's like a cheetah. You got to think like their head is like stable and everything around it's moving. I don't know. Does someone tell you? I've never seen you run, but
oh yeah,
people that are fast usually have like their head, like look like a really good Olympic sprinter from front of like 100 meter, like their head doesn't move either. So maybe you're Usain Bolt.
But I also do a lot of this.
Yeah, that could maybe work on that. But there's probably nothing like a little stretching couldn't fix, or like a little end range mobility.
Oh,
I think you could. It's the hardest part starting though, because you're going to be it's going to suck for the first couple of weeks. Stretching is not fun when you don't do it.
I think I need to spend like a month at Camp Glasnow in the off season. I really do.
I'll be around.
I did great. Like during the pandemic, I'm like the one person that lost weight. I lost
there
like
you go.
30 pounds, but I've gained 12 of it back. And I just had the reason I couldn't move our show up today was I had to see my doctor. He's like, "Hey, fat ass, you did so well. Now come on."
What is it? Why was it easier in quarantine? Just because you had nothing else to do?
I think I was just so focused on trying to finally improve myself a little bit.
That's
cool. I got my face chiseled.
Very
stuff.
Nice.
Now I'm back on the 3 chin department. I can see it on this show. Like every time I see myself, I'm like, oh shit.
You know you're capable of it though. That's like the hardest part of starting. You've already done it. So like once you just get the motivation bug again, and once it just becomes like, I don't know, you also want to do the cheat code, just buy get a sauna. and then stretch inside of it, and that'll change your life. That's the easiest way to do it. If you want to lazy man it for better quality of life, get a sauna and do some stretches.
I'll be right on that.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll be right on that.
Yeah, sick.
Okay. No, see, Michelle was digging it. Like she was like, "Hey, man,
there it is."
Then she made me grow the beard. Like
Nice.
I lost 30 pounds. My personality didn't improve, but the rest of it was like all coming together for her.
Yeah, very cool. I thought she made you shave, or she made you grow the beard out. What'd she like more?
She was the reason I grew the beard.
That's tight. Why'd you shave? Happy wife, happy life, dude. That's what they tell me.
Yeah, I shaved it because I think I had a beard the last time I saw you, didn't I?
You did. I remember maybe not the last pod. Yeah, you had it for a bit.
Okay.
There's some scruff going on.
I had to shave it for BattleBots.
Okay.
Kenny's got a beard, so they were like, I was like,
you can't have two
really?
beard guys.
Like we can't tell the difference between the two of us? Like he's 5'9".
Yeah, that's
6 feet.
Very funny. Maybe it's just to like cater to the demographics. Maybe people are like, these two bearded guys, like that's discriminate towards people who don't have facial hair. So maybe that's a thing. Maybe they're trying to broaden their.
I didn't hear it out of their mouths. I just figured as much that the previous 5 seasons I've been clean shaven. So I was like, well, what happens if I show up with a beard? Are they going to make
go Fu Manchu or something?
I should have asked them. Oh yeah, that would have been awesome.
Or something. Hell yeah. Speaking to someone too who cannot grow a beard to save their life. Like I am like prepubescent. I cannot grow facial hair. And I'm like you always want what you can't have. And I'm always like, I would ask people like, when did you start getting, I'm like 28 now. And I'm like, what was it? Like 35 is when you started growing facial hair. Everyone's like, I think you're screwed. I think you're done. I'm just like hairless. It's weird.
I think my 15-year-old can grow a better beard than yours.
Rub it in, Chris. Fine.
I'm just saying. It doesn't change who you are on the inside, Tyler.
Yeah, you're right. Very sentimental. I know. And I think a lot of people too are like, you don't want to grow a beard, so you're good. But I get a little child stash here and there. You can see a little bit right there.
Oh God.
Nice.
Have we ever seen you with facial hair?
No, because I can't grow it. I've just been lazy and not shaven for a while, but it's a sad mustache. So I haven't tried in a couple of years. I don't think it'd be any better though.
Brault had a weird mustache a couple years ago.
That dude grows some strange, weird facial hair. He does. It's very strange. It's very strange. He can grow better one than me though. So
almost like when you look at him, you wonder if he's registered with the neighborhood,
right?
To make sure everybody knows that he's out. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Weird. I mean, who knows? I know there's websites for that. I'm sure he's in the database.
I would like to finish the Nelson Cruz conversation on.
Oh yeah, we kind of got off
two
track.
Things. Yeah. No, we didn't get off track. That's the beauty of this podcast. There is no track. One, have you imagined what it would be like if you could borrow Nelson Cruz's eyebrows? Those things are amazing.
They are. I remember, I think we talked about that. So when you texted me, like, ask him his eyebrow routine. And I was like, I don't know. And I saw him and I was like, that's what he means. They are. They're full. Even me too. I'm very like a light eyebrow guy. So yeah. Maybe tips and tricks of such. Yeah. I don't know.
His are impressive.
They are.
And he is a guy that you just talked about how you're 28. I don't think he broke into the bigs until he was 27. I want to say he kicked around. He was with the Mets, and then he finally got his chance with the Rangers and just lit it up. I mean,
he's a freak.
Boy, was he good. What is it that makes it so difficult to pitch to him? Because he's been so good the back half of his career.
I think he's just, as like guys who are really good at their job or like who are good hitters, just stay stubborn. They find an approach that works and then they stick with it. Even when they're slumping, they just like stick with it. I don't know exactly what that approach is. I need to do a bigger deep dive, but like the biggest thing I've noticed from guys that are like good to great or like kind of good to like the different scales or people that like consistent, like, I don't know, young hitters especially will do well and have a good approach and then like not do well and then get away from their approach. And then like, it's too much. Like, maybe I'll try this. Maybe I'll try that. Even for pitchers too. But like him, he's just so, even the way he hits, he never like leaks forward. He's always so consistent and he never gets off of his approach. And anyone who's good, who can stick around a long time, finds something that works and stays with it. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's the reason he's very good. And he's a freak. He's like the strongest human I've ever seen. So like that probably helps too. You like flick a ball out. So that probably is the answer. Actually, I change it to that.
It looks like he could chew through his bat.
Probably. It's like, I think I don't know. I want to see him do like the fucking break it on his leg thing. I think a lot of people can do that, but I got Nelson doing it pretty easily.
Yeah. Hey, your buddy Brasseau has been up and down with the team.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, does he still keep stuff in the house?
Yeah, his room's full here. Luplo's living here now, and Josh Lowe just got called up, so I think he might take a room. I haven't talked about it, but I knew him in spring and said if he needed to come and stay here, he could. But yeah, Luplo's been here. I've known him since the Pirate days. He's a really great human. I love that.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He's awesome.
I like him. But Brasseau, he got sent down, and then he freaking hit the bull.
I know.
With the home run. I sent you that clip.
Yeah. T went back to back with someone too. I think that game. Josh Lowe, maybe. So
he's got doesn't he get a steak or something for that? What's the rule down there?
Fans get one, right? Or something. I think it's like you have to hit it in some sort of inning. I don't know the rules there, but if you hit the bull, you get a steak. And that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Free steak is always fun.
Okay. I was just curious. I didn't know it.
I don't know. I should know. I don't know.
So you're saying you're not the marketing director for the Durham Bulls?
No, it's not me. I don't really want to know all the rules at AAA. I don't want to go there anymore.
No, you're good. You might get a rehab start or something occasionally.
Those are fun. I mean, you don't want to be hurt, but it is nice to rehab start down in AAA.
There it is.
Look at that bomb. Go Brasseau. What's it say? Hit the bull, win a steak, right?
I think that's what it is. Let's see. Look, the little bull popped up.
Yeah, you're right. I should have texted him and asked him. Maybe you bring home some steaks.
It's okay.
Look at that. So you mentioned that pimp run around first too. Go back, play that again. Look at this little feel me around first base. Look at this. A little shoulder dip. Oh, a little twist right there. That's very uncharacteristic of him. That's nice though. Feel yourself, Bros. I love that. There it is.
A year ago, he was taking a roll to deep in Game 5 of the ALDS, and now he's hitting the bull, man. Pimping homers.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I need him to be back.
So you mentioned
he's talented. That dude is a very good baseball player. I think he will be in the big leagues for a very long time.
You've got a ton of them.
I know.
That's why you guys are where you are.
That's why the dude's in AAA. It's unbelievable. It's insane. Anyone who gets called up just does well. Our AAA team is I think they could maybe beat some big league teams. Maybe that's a stupid comment, but they're the cohesiveness. That's what the Rays do well. Erik is so smart with not getting shady humans, really good quality people, and the camaraderie at every level. It sounds very Air Bud, but it's so real. The feeling you get when you walk into the clubhouse is I am very comfortable. This is very cool. And AAA, the guys down there are just crazy. The stories we hear of them, just everything. They're so knowledgeable and advanced of they're just good at every little baseball thing, and going to be stacked for a long time.
Well, all right. So you mentioned you mentioned one young guy in Josh Lowe. You played with Nate, who's his older brother, now in Texas.
I had dinner with him when I had surgery too, because he's down in Texas, and I got my surgery there.
Got it. Was he hey, my younger bro's about to come up, take care of him?
We've known for a while. I know both of them relatively well. So yeah.
Okay. It reads like he's a complete stud.
Oh, he's a freak. It's funny too, because they're built so much different, but they're both unbelievable baseball players. I'm sure work ethic, but genetically, he's a freak. He's super fast, really good defender. I think he had 20 homers, 20 bags a while ago in AAA, and that's pretty.
Dude, look at him. I didn't even know that he looked like that. Look at him. He's already got the freaking bandana working. He's going to push you for hottest Ray, you and Kiermaier.
Wow. Yeah, he can grow a beard too. Lucky guy. What the heck?
Yeah.
Why can't I figure that out?
It's all right. I imagine you got a few things on him too.
There you go.
All right. And then Wander Franco is an on-base machine. When we're talking about breaking records that Mickey Mantle has, it's ridiculous.
Solid human too. Very mature for his age as far as baseball goes. His approach, super stubborn. He's one of the better. His play discipline is stupid. He's just born to play baseball. Watching him is really, really special. It's cool right now being able to see what he's doing. And he'll just continue to get better and better and better. This even too, how stacked we are, it makes me I just want to stay here. It'd be nice to be a Ray. I don't know how that'll turn out, but it's it's amazing. It's awesome.
No progress in that department, right? I just have to ask.
Huh. No. I haven't talked. Maybe at the end of the season we'll talk about it. But whether I'm there or not, I will always have fond memories. So
stop. Don't say your goodbyes just yet.
I'm
going to get you on the road in the playoffs. Stop.
Yeah. You're right. Next year, I'll see you in September.
Erik Neander got his extension
Yeah.
and
Well
a
deserved.
promotion.
Yeah. I hope he got a fat raise. I don't know what happened, but I hope he did.
This is I have to be honest with you. This is so refreshing and a rarity in sports. Like I cover 2 sports. There aren't a lot of players that root for their GMs because the GM's job is to replace you younger and cheaper.
Yeah.
Part of their job.
Yeah.
And why are you so thrilled for Erik Neander?
Because he's just a solid human. I would consider him a friend of mine. Like whether we would even if he employed me or not, like he's just a really good person. And he's good. I like just having conversations with him about like whatever. We don't even talk about baseball that often. Like he just likes a lot of stuff and he's really intelligent. Everyone in the front office with the Rays is intelligent. I don't think you can get a job in the front office unless you go to like some Ivy League school. I don't know where Erik went. I think him playing helped him out a lot. But he's just extremely intelligent. I just respect him a lot. So I think like I don't know, like I just ask him all sorts of questions and he's very candid and open and honest. And I'm like very curious about stuff he does and just the front office of the Rays in general. Like I want to go intern for them. I don't know how that's going to work, but like they're a group of very intelligent, like nice, kind-hearted people. And I think that's kind of a rarity in baseball. Not like there's a bunch of shitty humans being GMs, but like you said, I think that dynamic is always so weird, but I don't know anyone who doesn't like Erik. Like if maybe you don't agree, like if you're a player and you whatever get called up and down, I'm sure you get frustrated, but like everyone will say he's a great dude. So
I like to hear that. Did you text him after he got his extension?
Yeah, I said congratulations. And then he gave me like, told you I wasn't going anywhere. So I'm like, oh, nice. Very cool. Cause yeah, I mean, who like he had to have a ton of teams coming at him. Like, honestly, if I was a team, I would have just been like, here's a checkbook, like write yourself whatever you want to come here. But he's very loyal. And like, I really know he wants to win a World Series with the Rays. And I think he even said it, like, why fix it if it's not broken? Like I know like Stu is great. And like the owner is great and like lets him have freedom. And clearly you give someone freedom when they're like amazing and we win all the time. But I know like it's probably a hard dynamic from a GM to an owner because some probably want to like micromanage or do whatever. And I know that they have a really good relationship. So the grass isn't always greener. And I think he realizes that. And he's just like appreciative and happy to just be a Ray. And he does a great job doing it. So
you don't think the Mets could have used him?
That's what I was thinking too. I guess there was 2 rumors that they were like talking to him about it. And that's cool. It's nice too. Cause like, I think with being a Ray, like he probably took a significant pay cut to be with the Rays, I guess. So it's like, it's nice to know he's not just doing it for the money. And like our team is very good. So that helps.
Oh, God. You pay attention to like what's going on with the New York Mets? Like,
I saw
shortly, but
I got, I would just get updated by like people, like my agent would just like send me some stuff, but I'm so bad at like looking at stuff on Twitter and Instagram. Like I'm always the last one to find out everything. I don't know if it's just because I don't care. Like maybe I just don't. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what it is, but yeah, I've heard all that stuff. I immediately just feel bad for the team. Like I just think to be in like that market and like how passionate and like crazy the fans can get sometimes. Like I always kind of get the perspective of the player of being like, dude, that's really like psychologically difficult for people. And I don't think a lot of people understand like baseball players or even GMs and people and like the trouble that I got into. Like I'm not excusing what he did, but I very much am like empathetic of like, wow, like all of New York and he got suspended for the year. Like I don't know. I hope he's all right. That's all I can think about.
Right. No, none of us are going to sit here and applaud a guy when he's he's facing an alleged DUI. I want to get a journalism degree out, but the rest of it is right. And we do forget that you guys are human and not just people in jerseys that we root for every night. I am curious. Do you ever allow yourself to think about that? Because we talked about it. Like the Rays fans don't show up, but they do consume the product on TV in very large numbers. Okay. So we know that there's a fan base, but there is not the pressure that we have in New York or in, Philly or Boston.
Yeah.
Is there part of you that ever dreams about, boy, I wonder what it would be like if people are on my ass 162 games a year?
I've thought about it. I think I just think the in-between's different. Like I think once you get out there and compete, maybe the external stuff can like get in the way. But I think at a certain point, once you're at like, you kind of, I don't know. I don't know from experience that I haven't played in a market like that, but I think it would more be like not a problem, but be a thing more like like in between. You know what I mean? Like here, it's nice to be able to play and like go home and you can kind of separate. It's like not this crazy big thing. And a place like that, I just think the hardest part is probably after and like what you have to deal with off the field. But as far as playing, I think once you go in between the lines, like you do what you can, and you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but how do you think, I'm curious how you would handle it, because I mean, listen, I know you love your organization, but if there's somewhere down the road that you end up signing with a big team or you get traded to a big, whatever happens, the market is going to love you. Like you're just a different dude. You're fun loving, you're easy going. You're easy, like you are the complete package. I'm not trying to blow you up here, but you are.
Chris. Thank you.
So, but you're also going to go through struggles.
Yeah,
you know that. Like we use one of our brethren here, Trevor May, good dude. I remember seeing the first interview he did on SNY in spring training, and afterward, the Mets announcing team was like, "New York's going to love this guy because he is different. He is not your typical baseball player."
Yeah, he's cool.
You know how long that lasted?
12 seconds.
Till he was shitty the first week of the year.
Yeah, I think you have to like expect that though. Like, I just think that's the like vibe of that fan base. Like, I think a lot of it is if you suck, just don't go on your phone. Just don't be. And like, I know he's very involved in that stuff. I just think it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like, you know that you're going to struggle. Like, and you know that when you struggle, there's going to be a lot of shit talking. And I think you just kind of have to go out and keep playing. And I do think at the end of the day, like he's probably like, not to get all on, but like he's learning something that like not a lot of people go, like he's learning how to navigate like that. When a lot of people are talking shit to you, like that's not something most people go through in life. Like it hardens you. It definitely, I think I went through a little bit of it in Pittsburgh. It's not like a ginormous market, but I sucked. And like everything was negative associated with me. So I think like I became hardened to a lot of that stuff in a sense. Like there's still, I don't know, I am a human. Like I get mad and stuff. And like, I don't like when people talk shit, but like it definitely like makes
so you feel like you could handle it.
Yeah. I don't really think I'd have a choice if I had to go play there. Like, I don't know if anyone like, I think, it would suck. I would have a lot, like I would be, I don't know, I'd be a human and I would like not like it. Then I'd like it. You do well, it's great. You do bad, it's not great. Like you'd go through the cycle, but I think you'd still, like you got to go out and play baseball. But I really don't know if I would know more, I guess, if I had it like in my personal experience, but I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay. You're bored to tears. And I'm sorry for that. I wish you weren't going through this. I wish you were out there helping your team. I know you do. So we've come up with a list here at the Rose Rotation of some possible hobbies for you.
I need this
for the next several months. How does being announcer at a Rays game for a night sound?
An announcer for like what, on TV?
Sure.
Like what? Play-by-play? What would I do?
You could join the guys for a night in the booth. You know, you could. Yeah. No.
I have this weird thing about like I do this, and I think obviously like, but like in a weird way, I don't know if this is right or not, but like being hurt, I kind of tiptoe around like the stuff. I don't know. Like it's just not a bad look, but I think like doing, you know what I mean? Like the whole, like, just like, look at me while I'm hurt.
Doesn't play well in the clubhouse.
Yeah. I don't know. Even like the guys in the Rays don't care, but I don't know. I think that would be super cool. I just don't know how good I'd be at it. Play-by-play and that stuff is very difficult. Like
you're not doing play-by-play, brother. You're sitting there, you're telling stories, you're talking, you're laughing, you're telling us about why that guy's so tough to face, all that sort. You would be A++. I'm just gonna tell you.
I think it'd be fun.
How about a wine taster?
Sure. I'm down. Like, that'd be great. I do a little wine tasting myself here. Not like any fancy stuff, but my brother's super crazy making the wine. So he would love that.
Yeah. Is that what we're doing this off season? Are we going wine tasting or something else?
Something. We can go to like, what is it? What's that? Lompoc or something? I don't know where that is. But if anything, or like Santa Barbara, whatever, like we'll go, I don't know, whatever. If at some point hang out with Ted and Carly, there will be wine poured at some point. A bunch of different ones. So
how about become a professional board game enthusiast?
that's an idea. I'm not a big board game guy. I do like Catan. That's a good one. I like chess. I don't know if that's a board game.
Right.
That'd be considered a board game. That's a thing. I've kind of tried to put more of my hobbies into like things that I'll be able to like. I've been like trying to learn about angel investing. It seems like I'm gonna need a lot more time to really do that the correct way.
Did you just say angel investing?
Yeah, like early stage stuff. Like the idea of it to me is very interesting. I just don't know if I could execute it properly. Like, it's especially too once I start like doing a lot of stuff and coming back and pitching. It's like, how much time do I really want to put into that? And like the stress of baseball will probably hinder that a bit. But it'd be a cool like something to learn about, I guess, right now.
Angel investing way different than Colonel Mustard in the library with the knife. I was playing Clue. You never played the game Clue?
Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I have.
Folks. Are you a poker guy? Miguel Rojas told us recently he wants to become a professional poker player when he's done playing.
That's cool. I don't have enough like urge to get really good at it, but I played online. My brother's good at poker, or he says he's good at poker, but he's like definitely better than me. And he's more like studies the numbers type guy. Like he's very A-type, like more analytical. So he's like he'd be a better match for that. But I'll go play poker here at like the card rooms here, and I'll walk in and they'll be like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm really bored." But I'll play online a lot. That's always fun. You just got to make sure you don't get too bored because you start betting like an idiot when you get bored. You kind of go on like half tilt. But it's more like I'm trying to get more like structured into it of like more of like this is when you go, this is when you don't. Like very, I guess, more to the numbers. But it's more just for fun. I'm not really trying.
I used to call poker
good at it.
When I was.
That's where I've seen. Yes, okay, I've seen you.
That's where you've seen me. Wait,
I've seen you doing something on. Isn't there something on? I forgot. Maybe did you send it to me? I remember seeing you do something with poker, or maybe I'm someone who looked like you, but I do remember seeing you do something with. No,
was nobody that looks like a generic white guy.
Calls poker. Yeah. It's like that's where they get manufactured. It's where they produce them.
Just don't combine the wine tasting with the poker playing.
Yeah, no, that's usually never done well.
That's
like team flights and stuff when we're on there gambling and drinking. It's never good.
Magic the Gathering.
Trevor Williams and Stephen Brault would think that's a great idea. I know they're like pretty big into that. Or no, Stephen Brault. Kyle Crick is one of my like really, really good friends that play with the Pirates. He's very good at that. I know him and Hunter Pence were big into that. Kyle Crick is like very, very intelligent too. And I know that game is like you got to be pretty smart to be good at it, but not for me.
No, okay.
Next.
Movie critic.
I don't want to be a critic. I don't know how to make a movie. The worst thing is being a critic is just like, come on, like I don't know. I don't want to be. I guess I could watch them, and I would be a positive movie critic. And if I don't like it, I would just not say anything about it.
Are you watching anything right now that's any good?
Yeah. What have I been on? I gotta go look at my thing. Yeah, I went through a huge like movie phase, especially early in pro ball when I first had all like the time off. So I'd watch like 2 movies a day. I've seen a lot of movies. I'm bad at like recalling them, but I'm sure.
But you're not on any streaming service right now where you're watching a show or anything, are you?
Yeah, I watch a lot of stuff, especially as a recent, like Hulu and Netflix, and I'm like HBO, and I liked.
What are you watching? What series are you watching right now?
Think what am I watching right now? Or I've seen like The White Lotus on HBO is pretty good. Silicon Valley, that's old. That was always really awesome. There's what else has been on that I've really liked. I always do this. Someone asks me like what music I listen to, and I can't think about it. And the second we're done, I'm going to be like, oh, all these.
You're going to text them to me. We're watching a show called Good Girls. It was on.
What's that on?
And then I think it switched over to Amazon.
You know, a show that I'm not like I'm embarrassed to admit that I watched it but there's a show on HBO called Girls, and I think mostly girls watch it, but I thought it was phenomenal. Adam Driver's on it, and that dude's my actor man crush. He's great. That was a good show.
He's got very similar hair to you, actually.
Kinda, yeah. A little bit. Yeah. Right, yeah. He's just a really good actor.
He's excellent. Last one, start a Rose Rotation book club.
Well, like just what books I'm reading or what like?
Yeah, I guess we're all the co-hosts where we all read a book together.
I would do that in a second because that's the thing about like reading and stuff. It's really easy for me to listen to podcasts. I love doing that, but like I'm a big like pick up 3 books and like read them all at the same time. And then I'm like, this one sucks. I'm not going to finish it. And then I'll finish like when I have an actual, if it was a book club where like I'm being held accountable, that's great. I would finish that book real quick. But if no one's telling me to do it and it's not that interesting, I just won't finish it.
Okay. Fair enough. So we found you exactly 0 hobbies.
Let's do the book club. Talk to all the other ones. Let's actually do that. I want to do that.
You actually starting a book club while drinking your wine in between playing hands of poker.
Yeah, the Rays would love that. All the teams.
Well, of course they'd love it because you would be doing all that while calling a Rays game.
Exactly.
That's what we've
be drunk
figured it
playing
all out.
poker, reading, and calling a game. I love that.
I apologize. Some of these categories are repeats. So if it lands on that, I'm just going to fix the wheel of moderately interesting things. So here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, this is good for you, I think. I don't think
Fasting?
you've done this. Fasting.
Big fan. Intermittent fasting.
Nope. I
Nope.
do it too. It doesn't show, but I do. I'm on the 16-8 plan for those scoring at home.
Yeah, me too. Look at that.
Yeah, we look exactly the same. Fasting. What is your favorite? God, I don't know if I've asked you this. Your favorite fast food while
I don't think you've asked me
Robbie's
this.
saying he thinks that we have. Robbie, hop in here. Do you think we've
Maybe
asked
my
him
memory
this?
Sucks.
I think so. And then Tyler said candy. He said that
favorite
he,
fast
Yeah,
food
but that's not
while
fast
drunk.
food.
right, but I mean, I remember the question, and then I think you were just like, I kind of just like candy. Like that's my
No.
go-to.
Yeah, man.
Maybe
Oh, no,
not.
the question was dessert, junk food, or something like that.
Right.
I think that's
okay.
what it was.
My
Yeah, yeah.
bad.
No.
My bad.
What was the question? You said favorite fast food while drunk?
All right, Robbie,
What'd
go
you say?
back to your dungeon. The
fault,
question is
sorry.
fasting. What is your favorite fast food when you're hammered?
Ooh, I want to go probably like Taco Bell. I haven't had like drunk fast food in a while, but I would be, dude, high school. I didn't drink in high school. Never mind. That's not real, but pretend I did. I'd go to Jack in the Box lot because it was down the street and I had no money. So those dollar tacos, or you get 2 for $1. You kidding me? What a
Ugh.
deal. In high school, I didn't care. It's fine. Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, probably my go-tos. Not Jack in the Box anymore. I'll go Taco Bell. Now I got a little bit of money. I don't go to Jack in the Box anymore.
Wait a second. Wasn't Taco Bell? Wasn't that the thing that Ted said that you would cry in the corner for?
I just wanted to go to Taco Bell at all times. Del Taco as well, but that's California. It's not even out here. Hardee's has slept on a little bit. Carl's Jr. In and out, but mostly out here. I'd go Taco Bell. Stay with the staples.
When I used to party right out of college in Cincinnati, Ohio, we used to go to White Castle at like 3 a.m.
That's definitely a drunk food because you eat those sober and you're like, not for me. These are pretty bad.
Exactly. In fact, you'd want to just cut out the middleman, throw them straight in the toilet. But man, when you get at like a dozen sliders at 3 a.m,
it's a challenge too. Yeah.
Now the next day, literally, you could be lying in bed and it looks like you're 8 months pregnant because the thing just have not left the belly at all.
Yeah.
Everything is just swollen. It's gross feeling, but man, it was good for like the 12 minutes where you were sitting there and eating it.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's the risk reward. Maybe in Santa Barbara, when we drink too much wine with Ted, we'll go to White Castle. I don't know if they have it out there. Well, they probably have some Taco Bell though.
I saw one. There was one in. Is there one in Las Vegas, right across the street from our hotel? There was, and I didn't go.
White Castle.
Yeah,
I used to eat the frozen ones a decent amount when I was a little fat kid. I actually was like,
can you stop with the little?
I need to find a picture of me being chubby. I'm gonna find one. I had some good sized titties on me, Chris. They were good, dude. I had like inverted nipples and stuff too. My dad would be like, do some push-ups. Like, what are you doing? Like, yeah. So don't tell
Wait
me
a
fat
second.
shaming doesn't work.
Did you just say you had inverted nipples?
Yeah, dude. I had a little chub, and it was like mixture of baby fat. And I also just ate fast food a lot. My mom would cook really healthy, and then I'd be like, not for me. And I'd take my bike to Carl's Jr. and get the same order. I'd get a Famous Star, mustard, ketchup, and cheese, French fries, and a Coke. And I'd eat it all the time, or like a Western bacon cheeseburger. And so I definitely I had a stage there where I was pretty fat. And then I stopped. I remember like in high school, junior, I was like, I'm done now. I'm not going to drink soda anymore. And I haven't since then. So that's good.
So when was it then you realized girls were starting to pay attention to you?
I don't want this to be cocky, but I think I've always kind of, even when I was like maybe a little chubby, I always had like a decent amount of game. Not good, but I was just like goofy, and that's like the way you got girls when you were younger. You're just like obnoxious and funny. And like I look back now, I'm like, I'm a dumbass. I was an idiot. But like I was always like decent with that. I was always just, I don't know, like yeah.
Please bust out the inverted nipple story the next time you're looking to hold a conversation.
Yeah,
That
dude,
one,
for sure. It's at
damn
least
good.
20 minutes. A lot of good ammo. I'm going to find that picture. I'm going to find it. I'm in a pool on vacation. I remember too, I was like, I forgot how old I was, 12 or 13, but I looked at it and was like, something's got to change. Like this is rough, but yeah, it's been going well so far. So it's fine.
Yeah, you're doing just fine. All right. So we're going to continue this through the playoffs, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, for sure, man. I need all the things to take my time up. So I'm down. Let's do it whenever.
It's always great catching up with you. Your family's doing all right. Everybody's good. Everybody's well.
They are. Same old stuff. They're retired. I don't know if they're bored of each other yet or not, but they seem to love hanging out with each other, which is nice. So
Isn't that nice?
that's crazy, right? It's nuts.
really
Like
good.
30-something years and they're still friends. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, Michelle and I just celebrated 24.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Congratulate her, not me. I got the
Yeah.
easy part.
Yeah, there
She
you
had the very, very challenging part. That's nice.
go. Nice.
All right, dude. This was a blast as always. Want to give Robbie a big shout out, even though he screwed up the fasting conversation tonight. So Robbie Scirocco, he's the best in the biz. Alden Stone, our summer intern, as we are slowly creeping into fall. Tyler Glasnow, thank you as always.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it, guys.
We will see everybody next time on the Chris Rose Rotation, a production of JOMBOY Media.